What was the worst thing that has ever happened to you in France back in the days that you can never forget about?
Ash, the worst, because the worst was really worse, like it was so bad. It would be bad to an extent that you would have somebody um spitting on you from the maybe the third or the floor above you,
Oh
spitting
no.
on your head. And when I'm talking spit, I'm talking big
Hmm.
spit.
Mm,
And then you, o tshwara tlhogo ya gago o re, oh my God,
mm,
like, sis, you
mm,
know. Sorry to say that, but yeah, it used to be like that. It used to be that bad. But like I'm saying, Ore, we experienced that.
mm,
Few years after that, there was no space that allowed anyone to do that to the kids that continue to be at the school.
mm,
And to date, I want to believe that the kids there are enjoying a better treatment. We were spit on, it was
mm,
that bad. When you fail at it here, you're not a failure in life. You have failed in something, in an assignment that was given to you, but not necessarily in life. Look around you, find something else to do. I failed my first year. And when I failed, I looked for something that I can be doing whilst I'm waiting to go back in the next year to continue the course. But that changed my life. So find something inside of you that you can do whilst you can decide to cover yourself with failure.
mm,
Whilst you can decide to, instead of covering yourself with that failure and feeding yourself in it, just drowning in it, find something for your hands to do
mm.
in the meantime.
Wow.
Don't wait and frustrate yourself because something that you don't have control over.
Mm,
Yeah, I didn't have control over the fact that I can only go back and do environmental health
mm,
after the next year. But
mm.
I had a choice to then decide what am I going to do in this year that I'm given a break. And I did that and it changed my life, I'm telling you.
Wow. Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Phalaborwa Podcast Corner. My name is Nico Mavaso, and today we are shooting from Sfapane Lodge. I'm so excited. I'm sitting with a power woman today. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on our comment section. Engage with us. Please communicate, share your thoughts and how you feel about this episode. I'm sitting with a power woman, one, a businesswoman who's doing a lot of things and doing a lot of things to touch people's lives and to make a difference in their life in Phalaborwa and the rest of the world. She's been out and about doing great things. Sokuhlamarisa, that is sokositolobeleka. But we're gonna hear a lot about who I'm talking about today. Guys, help me welcome my sister, whom I've known for a while, Sis Lerato Malatji. Hi, Sis
Hello,
Lerato.
Nico.
Welcome to Palabra Podcast Corner.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Re leboha ba o dumetse go tla. Yo, wena, sambagana, but it's okay. It's a topic for another day. I don't know why. But thank you so much for coming. I've known you for being a soul winner, a business lady, a person that touches very uncomfortable situations. That's where you want to go.
Mhm.
When it's uncomfortable, I know you are there. Yet you've got a big heart for people, especially women. I'm glad we are sitting with someone like you because you're gonna talk to young people, especially young women, and make a difference in their lives. Yes, Lerato. At the interview, Barata tell us about yourself, but I don't want to use that one.
Okay.
I want to ask you, how best do you want to be remembered when you leave this world that we're living in?
Uh, Thank you again for having me. It's such a pleasure to be invited to be part of this podcast today. I am grateful. And I would say there's a few things that I always, everybody's got a purpose that they need to fulfill in life.
Mm.
And I want to believe that part of my purpose is that I'm here to touch people's lives.
Mhm.
And I do that by doing and hosting different kind of events to try reach out to people, to try tell them about the love of Jesus, to try excite them in worship when I do concerts and music gospel shows, and to gather women and tell them that wake up, you can do it, to encourage them, to give them light. So I'm here to touch people's lives and to have them touch my life, and just that exchange. So if I am to leave this world and somebody has to say Lerato o mofeng, they can confidently say Lerato wa go rata Modimo, Lerato wa go re ratisha Modimo, Lerato wa go re tisetsa a space where we can worship God, with no limitations. So those are the things that I want to be remembered for. In the business sectors where I am, I want to be remembered as someone who's brought change into people's lives by employing as many people as I can. With the small businesses that I'm running right now, one day I want to rub off the small business in my line of business and just become a great businesswoman who employs and changes people's life and support families. So yeah, that's me right there. Yes.
No, I like how you unfold your things.
Yeah, injal.
You can tell or you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, sure.
And you've been in this game for a while. Ke believe gore you've got experience to share with our viewers or listeners at home. But moving right along, I believe after this, you're gonna change someone's life.
Hope so. Really hope so.
So the purpose of our podcast is to celebrate people that we believe that are making a difference in our society and the rest of the world. People that we believe that they can be a great role model to young people, or not only to young people. Who said you can't be a role model to Motomolo?
Very possible.
Yeah. So one of the reasons you are here, it's because we want to sit with you and celebrate you. O sa kgona go di kwa ka ditsebe tša gago, so you can be able to smell your flowers.
No, bring those flowers, hey. Bring them on.
That's why you're here. For the record, are we the celebrity?
Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm here. Because I'm not a celebrity.
I didn't say that.
Ordinary, everybody.
Okay, let's talk about your upbringing. Mpo Jeshamona, where are you born? I mean, because you were born before me, so I don't know.
Yeah,
because I was
no.
not there.
Unkreletileng.
Yeah, I just found you.
Yeah.
So, where are you born? Tell me about your upbringing. What kind of a young girl were you growing up before Ogaba a teenager?
Okay. I'm always excited talking about the young girl that I was, because that young girl, I always want to revisit her.
Okay.
She was an excited, fearless. Well, I think part of what she was, I'm still becoming that person. And I always make sure, that's why I like revisiting her, because she then reminds me of who I am, with no fear of saying "Ke tshaba eng, ke dirang." So I grew up, I come from a family of 5 children. I'm the second born. Ke goletše born in Namakgale, ke goletše Namakgale, ke tsene bo Rethabile. And in Rethabile, all my teachers that can still remember, or who are still, by the grace of God, alive, they can tell you that the Lerato you see today, a portion of what you see today, we have seen her in her primary life. And she was just as great. She was just amazing. She was just full of energy. She was just like an excited person. I've always been this person. I've always been this girl. I always wanted to surround myself with people who are at their weakest, and I want to be their friends so I can encourage them. Or, yeah, no, we can do this. And I would, at some point, ke ba lamolele, kgale no tebere tea diguru. So I'll be that one that is lamoleling the other ones, so that whoever is the weakest in the either in the class or in the circle of friends that I have will always must be able to say, "Kobuja Lerato." Yeah, so I used to be that girl.
Okay.
I think a bit of me is still, a bit of that is still alive in me. But yeah, well, so ke gotše ke le that person that wanted to strengthen the ones that are weak for whatever reason, either self-confidence, either poverty at home. When I come with a captain say enough that I can share, I would share. And I see those traits moving and growing with me, and I love that. And I want to never be forgetful of that girl. So I love the little girl that I was.
No.
She was really exciting.
Yes.
I take strength from that girl all the time. Because when you grow up, then hey, there's just so much happening, and then you lose yourself in the process. But I always revisit that young girl in primary, especially in primary, preschool, primary, high school. I lost a bit of myself because there's just so many things that happened, you know. Just even me getting to the school where I was, I had to be, you know, there's just so many things. By the time I get to the school, I was just tired
Already.
in my spirit, you know. But then all of those things, they affect your school life. So my high school was high schooling, but not like primary. I love my preschool life.
Okay.
It was amazing.
Interesting. I wish I was there.
Yo,
Mm.
Shem.
Okare we didn't sana.
Yo, no monat.
Is it?
Bona di drama, kore negi di karat.
Yeah.
Like drum measurements, everything. Netball, alles.
What were you good at?
I wanted to believe that I'm good in everything because I wanted to do everything.
Really?
So I couldn't pick and say, "Ke kgona se," so they can channel me. I don't like being boxed. You know, so
Oh.
that's the one thing about me. I like to explore and I want to be able to do this, excited myself in it, move, do that, excite myself in it. So, negidira almost everything at school.
Athletics?
Yeah, mara next actually number one. Mara if ever wa ke team, I would not sit and not kiska ke team. Yeah, I would join in with the number, you know, the people that are racing or running. I'll join in and run with them. Ore ke tšea number mang? Re tlo bona pele.
Yeah.
Mara ka bara wa ke team wa, ke a ke team.
Yes.
Ba re wa drilliwa ebile ne re be ba bitsa go drill. The drum measurements. Ba re wa drilla ke a drilla.
Yes.
Ga ba re go duweng I'm there. Drama ke nna o choral verse ke na. So I used to be that girl.
Do you think you're still that girl now?
I think I am. One of the things that I also want to say that I used to do a lot, and I continue to do it in all my life, is singing. Because in the school where I was, it was very prominent choral music. And I'm happy that even in this year, 2024, we still see young bana ba banyane, which is our kids now. Us kids are in the same school and it's doing equally well like we did when we were in it.
Wow.
So we did a lot of that, and that is I've grown with it. Even today, I'm still singing. You know, I would like to be in a drama, but I make. But there is a lot of things that I used to do then that I'm still doing. I'd organize the events then, really primary, and it will be exciting. So yeah, I still do a lot of that.
So you've been organizing?
Been. Guys, tomorrow, keep it there, mamang. Let's do it. I've been doing those things ever since primary.
Really?
Just to make somebody happy. Yes.
Wow.
And I'm not saying we are bringing a big cake that is. If it means we are going to put our bread in that soap or that is the upbringing. So what I'm trying to say with all that I'm saying now is that I am a person who lives from the little that you have. You don't have to want to see something for you to idea, because if it's a birthday, everybody believes that birthday is cake. And if you don't have a cake, you're not going to celebrate. I would say, unaleng. The little you have, we then celebrate your life with it. And that's it's exactly what I'm pushing with all the events that I'm doing. I don't do them because I've got money or whatever. I say that we have the capacity to can sit and talk and empower each other. Let's not wait until we've got sound stadium for us to do that. The little we have, for as long as the one, let's do it. You know, so I am that kind of a person. Even in primary, I would do that. That with the little kids or the girls my age who were around me, I would say, "Eh, tla le tjana tje di beng gona, re tlo celebrate. If it means re ngwathelana whatever, re ngwathelana yona neo." And that's an attitude I have. That's a personality that I carry. And I love making it easy for people to think or anything can be attained and be achieved without stressing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't overthink things. Do them. If you overthink, you end up not doing anything.
Wow. This is deep, eh?
Bona, that's me.
Mm,
That's just one of the qualities I'm grateful to God about.
mm.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
I see your primary life was exciting and you made it to be exciting.
Yes.
You didn't wait to have, fancy things or none whatsoever. You just made it exciting yourself.
Yeah.
Let's go to your high school days. You went to your primary was in Retaville
Yes.
and then standard five. We're now already
Yeah, negative
standard
standard
five.
five.
And then from there you went to
Kara, Form 1.
form one.
Yeah, no. But I get I was in the school in town. It was grade 8.
Oh, so you went to
Eh,
grade eight, or because of
yes.
the type of school that you went to now in high school.
Yes.
Where
Yeah.
was that?
It was here in town in France, Toit.
Oh, you went to France.
Yes.
Mm, okay.
I started in Meridian, then I moved to France, Toit.
Okay. You guys you were speaking English.
Very legal. We're
Do
just forcing it.
you know why they didn't want people from Namakgale then in France?
Um, I think because there was that still that demarcation, Yauri, the whites here, the blacks this, then
Mm,
whatnot, the whatnot. So maybe they still didn't want a lot of population Yabatwabantu in the school.
mm,
But we broke those barriers.
mm,
It wasn't easy. We are the metric that helped and brought a lot of change to
mm,
what the kids that are in Francis are benefiting. We
mm,
would go to the circuit of education and Department of Education and just speak our minds and want liberation, want freedom and want equality from us and the other people. And by the time we left the high school, there was a lot of change. When we were there was no African Venek. There was
mm,
no Venek when we were there. But when
mm,
we left, few years after that, they started introducing a lot of things that started making it comfortable for any child who wants to go there to
mm,
feel covered in almost everything. The language is it became easier.
mm.
Yeah, it became easier. So
Okay.
we were the baton of change.
That's great.
Yes.
You were
Yeah.
their mouthpiece.
No, we were.
So, if you remember, what was the worst thing that has ever happened to you in France back in the days that you can never forget about?
Ash, the worst, because the worst was really worse. Like it was so bad. It would be bad to an extent that you would have somebody um spitting on you from maybe the third or the floor above you,
Oh
spitting
no.
on your head. And when I'm talking spit, I'm talking big
Mm,
spit.
mm,
And then you, o tshwara tlhogo ya gago o re, oh my God,
mm,
like, sis, you
mm,
know. Sorry to say that, but yeah, it used to be like that. It used to be that bad. But like I'm saying, Ore, we experienced that.
mm,
Few years after that, there was no space that allowed anyone to do that to the kids that continue to be at the school.
mm,
And to date, I want to believe that the kids there are enjoying a better treatment. We were spit on, it was
mm.
that bad.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't want to blow my da.
Yeah.
I'll become emotional.
No, Arfit,
I'll
Arfit.
fit the da. I
Mm.
think I've had enough.
Mm.
I've had enough. So in high school, what were you known of? No more trying.
I would sing. We were singing. We formed with the group of the people that it was mostly the people that I traveled with because
Mm,
we were all the same age
mm,
group, and then we started a choral choir.
okay.
And every other time when there was an event in Franzitoid, we will sing. We the one that started the choral choir.
Oh.
I don't know if it's still there, but
Mm,
yeah, it was exciting times.
mm.
And I would lead songs there now and then. Yeah, and I was also in the Derta span, you know. I don't
What's
know
that?
why Derta span of netball. That's
Oh.
third team.
Oh, that.
Yeah. So I was in the Derta span and I was playing netball.
Okay.
Yes. Well, I tried to push my way to ES span, but
Mm,
it was not easy.
okay.
But yeah, and then I just stayed there by Derte.
Mm.
Yeah.
At least you played.
I was playing Shema
Awa.
after school kishala.
Mm.
Baba.
You've been very active. It looks like your character nje on its own. You've been someone that has been very active. O typela go borega when you're not doing anything.
Yes,
Mm,
actually,
mm,
because imagine if I didn't do the sport. It means
mm,
after school I must go home.
mm,
Go home and do what?
mm,
Well, they're gonna make you wash dishes, clean and whatnot. Even if you come back late from their test band
You're still
practice,
gonna do it.
you must do that.
Mm.
So it'll be exciting that you come back, but you've done something also exciting for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, that's important. You've spent your young days. It looks like you're very busy. You don't have regrets.
Hectic, Baba. Yeah.
You don't, because you found yourself quite early.
Mm.
Lerato, you pass matric, you go to varsity. Let's talk about your varsity, your tertiary days. What
Yeah.
no road varsity? Tertiary.
So when I went there, I wanted to do biomedical. Yeah, I think it was biomedical technology, and my girls are the scoring. I think then I didn't qualify to do that course. And when you look around, then other people tell you, "But there's still space." Then I got into environmental health.
Okay.
And then I registered for environmental health. I did that for a year, and I failed two of my courses, and I couldn't go on to the next year. And unfortunately, okay, kasapha and then jantiarape.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
happens.
It happens. Yeah. Ke re
Such
tswa
is
moo.
life.
Yeah. So better. I then failed. And the fail meant gore, with that year, with that course, when you fail a year, when you fail the first year, you don't continue in the next year. You wait for you like you take a break in the next year. You can only come back the other year. So go fetching ngwaga mathomo, o skipa ngwaga bobedi,
Yo.
o tlo bua ka ngwaga boraro.
Yo.
And then during that year, I want to really be grateful for that year that I couldn't go back to school and do environmental health, because then it changed my life.
Okay.
You know, it changed my life. I then went because I had an option to come back home and wait, but I didn't do that. I went to a college there in Doornfontein. I went to a college. I did IT, and it was the N. So I did my IT. I was doing your web development. I was doing programming, and I fell in love with IT. Fell in love with it. I fell in love with networking, and from networking, I got that certificate, and because it was just a year that I did what I was doing. It was all interest, but I was able to put my foot in the actual industry, IT, and I loved it. From there, I moved and I got an internship, because it was after a year. Then I started looking for a job. I went and I worked in Rosebank, Gaba waiter, and tough times. Tough times. Uphila ka di-tip. Mole, we didn't even have basic mole. It was what you get, what you don't get. Tomorrow we want to see here at work. And you must smile and be happy. You know, and then I then found an internship. I registered into an internship that lasted for about 2 years. I was doing IT there at the Department of Health in the provincial office. I did that, worked, gained experience. Then after that, then a time for me to start seeking for employment after the internship was finished.
Wow.
That's just my tertiary life. I didn't do 3 years. 3 years of course, and I graduate, I last stage. I didn't have that opportunity.
Yeah, what happened stage?
No, I don't. I think I owe myself that. Hey, no, I didn't have that. Yeah, no.
Okay.
I think in Namachava school, mara, kichabile school, kakumana merego, kaba established, and I started moving with the interest or what life unfolded to me. I didn't wait for it to give me what I wished to have, but what it gave me, I made use of it, and I ran and I ran. I never stopped. From there, that's why I get that year changed my life.
It did.
It changed my life differently.
So what are you saying to a young person that didn't make it, or is struggling in varsity, or just is not, because maybe not everyone is really gifted in school.
Yeah.
But what can you say to a young person who's watching us and we're talking about school and they're struggling and they feel like they are failures?
It's so unfortunate that you get to really find yourself feeling like a failure, but it's because you have set yourself into something that is limiting you to think outside of who you are created to be. Do you understand? But if you are put in a place where you allow yourself to exercise yourself in the maximum, go over the maximum of what you are given. If you are given school, if you're giving a course, obviously your focus is just there.
Mm.
And better and you don't have any other plan, you're going to feel like, oh my God, then it means I can't do anything else. So what I can say to someone who's listening or any other young child listening is that when you fail at it here, you're not a failure in life. You have failed in something, in an assignment that was given to you, but not necessarily in life. Look around you, find something else to do. I failed my first year. And when I failed, I looked for something that I can be doing whilst I'm waiting to go back in the next year to continue the course. But that changed my life. So find something inside of you that you can do whilst you can decide to cover yourself with failure. Whilst you can decide to, instead of covering yourself with that failure and feeding yourself in it, just drowning in it, find something for your hands to do in the meantime.
Wow.
Don't wait and frustrate yourself because something that you don't have control over. Yeah, I didn't have control over the fact that I can only go back and do environmental health after the next year. But I had a choice to then decide, what am I going to do in this year that I'm given a break? And I did that, and it changed my life. I'm telling you.
Wow.
Yeah, changed my life.
Hey, I feel like you're preaching, so.
No, I met people that became very influential in my life. They're still in my life. And it's people I met in that year that I had a break and I had an option to either go and frustrate myself, beat myself up, or things didn't go well. But God connected me with people that changed my life, and my life had never been the same. Yeah, so when you fail, look what else you can do. Push. Don't stop. It's not the end of the world. Yeah.
So basically, what Lerato is saying to us now is that you failed sometimes in life.
No, definitely. Definitely. I it has not been a smooth sail. Like I'm saying, I failed my course on normal exam, and then I had to stop it. And I guess up o ngwale o faile ka 48. Ke mga o sape o khumane 49. Kwa bo khumane 47, o khumane 48. That's what happened with me. That's how.
And you failed.
Yeah, and it's a fail. And it's a very close fail, but it's a fail. There is no better way to describe it because it was a 49 and it's not a 50. For as long as it's under a fail, it get covered by the same word, fail. But that shouldn't cover your life. You are not a failure. No, you're not a failure. Just because you couldn't reach a 50%, that I couldn't reach it. I tried again and I couldn't reach it again. But I didn't describe myself as a failure.
Yeah, because there's certain areas that you got 90 in life.
No, like hundreds. Hundreds. Yeah. When I continued and look at life differently, I started scoring differently. And I believe that when you focus, when you put your mind to it, when you regroup, you regroup, you go find strength. You get something else to do. And we excel.
Okay. This is amazing. Sis Lerato is a business lady. Let's talk about. Do you remember the very first business you did when you started being into business?
Sure, and now my story is interesting when I go. It's about why I, as much as today, I have been rubbing shoulders with different corporates that I'm rubbing shoulders with. I'm working with them today. But now my story started when I used to sell dilo. Wabona banyana bala koko lekai rarekisha. I experienced those rude families. Ba bang ba bona ke sa ba gopola. And ba bang ba bona, God has made my life better than theirs.
Okay.
These are families where we ke fitla ke re thobela ra rekisha before I even say ke rekisha ba re najo. I've been there. I had to start cushioning rejection from that early age, because bomma never baker magwinya and give me to go and sell. Like I said, we are a family of 5. How I was then the one that was going on the streets to sell. It is because I was being groomed to become the person I am today. I'll go as far as walking. ke rekisha, so that by the time I get home, I don't like losing, by the time I get home, ke nyaka go tsamaya container like ke e beile mo tlhogong
E sena selo.
yeah, e sena selo e dira ke se ka tshuba ke letšatši.
E fetoge umbrella.
E be umbrella.
Okay.
Msambrella.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've done all of that. I have sold from onions to tomatoes to the stululu to the skripoto
Wow.
to anything that my mom would go to Joburg and buy. Ge ba boya, ba mpotša ba re, "O beya sekolong, go phutheletse eng tse mo rekisha." I've done that. And
you were the only one at home on Arigish.
because my sister Shem, she didn't like it. She would cry.
No.
She would cry, Shem.
Au, Shem.
And then sometimes I would say, we'll make deals, mos. When you are girls. Okay, mpe baguette ya gago go rickshaw, mpe skotlolo sa go rickshaw. O shall tlatsa ditswana. O shall cleanela. Those kind of things. Because na ne ke rata the struts.
Oh, you've
Yes.
always been there.
No.
Hey, I say nyasho.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah. So I would say it's fine. When I got Rato Dulaka Raisha, my sister is an introvert and I'm here. So I would say, no, it's fine. Don't cry.
No worry.
Yeah, don't worry.
I got your back.
When tomorrow you give me part of your scaftini, and then today washala, utlatsa and nagiazama.
Yeah.
Eke boyamo, go fa tšhelete la ke tšo rekishang. Ya skotlolo sa. Nna nna ke tšea yaka. Mara yaka e tlo ba e ntši because
yes.
I get nna ke tsamaile ke
You see,
swa ke
you've
hlakana le tšona.
always been a
Yes.
business lady.
No, so I've
One
been that
negotiate.
child. And we have Sunday school rallies at our church. And they would give us sweets. Kadi Christmas and or whenever we've got Sunday school rallies, but if I'm like ramanch, naga, 2, 3 gaja.
The rest?
And the rest I go sell at school. Yes, from church. The sweet they gave us for a passage 100 out of 100 for saying who the mother of Jesus is. So I'd go sell my stuff, make money, and be able to have carry money. Because we never really had carry money at home. No, I don't think we did. Yeah. So
wow.
I would do that.
Mosadi o tlogela ga latlha lefelo
Nna
man.
kgale ke rekisha, yeah.
You've been.
Been
Okay.
on the streets. Been on the streets.
This is I'm impressed because you've started at an early age.
I did.
Yeah,
I did,
you started at an early age. Let's talk about let us wash it. Let's wash it or let us wash it.
Let us wash it laundry services. Yes.
Let's talk about it. Tell us about how it began. How did you end up into that business space?
Oh yeah, so I then moved most from working. I worked at Nedbank as IT help desk, whatnot. And from Nedbank, I went to F&B. I was working at the online banking. And so we going back to IT technology during that year.
Yes.
Like I'm saying, it changed my life. And when I was when every other place where I've been, the business girl in me, I used to sell during lunch. I would go buy things in Joburg. I want to go G6 being in Joburg. Tell me what you want, I'll get it for you.
Really now?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Okay.
So I would go buy things in Joburg, downtown, China City, and sell. Rere lunch, now I would go to people's floors, go rekisha, go to second floor, third floor, gazarwa third floor, mango patechi hafu. I must collect my monies and then sell the products I have, take orders. It was just that routine. I would do that during my break, during my lunch. I would hire koloi mofase from where I was working, English China City, Spiti. I used to be that girl. And so I used to do that. And with that being done, something you are compromising mereko. Lunch is only an hour. You can't do all of them in an hour. Wa collector, wa order, wa omanya, mama wa collect, like it's just too much. So I would not finish them. And you find out I'm 10 minutes late. I'm 5 minutes late going back. So it happened already. And then I chatting with my employer, and my team leaders was not liking already. Then I'm gonna get in trouble and they're gonna fire me. Instead of me getting fired, I resign. When I resigned, I took the little money that was in the pension. I took that money and I bought secondhand machines and I started the laundry business. It started like that.
This is in Joburg, right?
In Joburg, yes. In Joburg, I was in Randburg. And then I started the laundry business. Kamichine made 2 washers, 2 dryers. I looked for clients and then ended up getting one big client. It was Lanseria Airport. I was doing during 2010, I was washing the flights, the laundry, the flighting, even the aparo, squats, your Netherlands, your whatnot. I would go and collect their laundry. I have to bring it back because they need to take it and fly to. They're playing in Mabida, those things. So that agency, I had to attend to all of that. So Lanseria Airport was one of my biggest client. I was also doing their restaurant linen. And then I had a client within the community. It was the community clinic. I was also doing that. And then the walk-in customers. And I had salons that I was also collecting their towels. As far as Eastgate. You can imagine Randburg, Eastgate. I don't have a car. Don't ask me how I used to get those things. Namela taxi, namela being that girl, So I'm saying the story because I'm saying that had I not been determined, I would say I don't have transport. I can't even do this business. But I made sure that my clients are satisfied. I deliver on time. Guess not transport. I would use public transport, and by the time I'm getting closer, so the client cannot think "Ore motho ko re utlwisha le jarana ka taxi." When I'm getting closer, I can get a maxi taxi. Ke a maxi taxi to take me on a short distance. Then I don't pay a lot of money. So the client can also feel, no, lo jarana is safe. And bampone, branding is very important. I can't come there, ke flusha ke taxi. So I needed to be smart about it. And I did that, and it worked for me throughout. I could have decided, I can't take this business, I cannot go away. But I worked around my surrounding, what was possible. Did the laundry. Then eventually I was told, there's an opportunity more Phalaborwa. The mine is funding the small businesses. Somebody called me, is like, Lerato, come running, come with all your papers, come submit, come apply. I did that. By the grace of God, I was then picked to be one of the beneficiaries that the mine was empowering. They selected me, they funded me, and I started my business. Mo Phalaborwa, Joe's is still running. Ke bona gore ke idia bjang le mang jwang, it's still running. And then ya mo Phalaborwa ke a fitlha, eventually they buy machines for me. I started working at the laundry. My first the first laundry that I had was in the complex. Complex re bula e butse ka rena.
Namakgale.
Yes, Namakgale kwa Shoprite. I had a shop there. We were one of the first occupants the mall. Did that, but in the meantime, I was busy building. Because ke bone gore nka se kgone rent ya complex nka se kgone. So, but I wanted to establish myself and keep running in the meantime. And I stayed at the complex for about 6 months while my building is being completed. When the building was completed, I moved to the building. The building that was built 2013, 14, it's still there. We're operating from there. The machines that were bought by the mine for the company, they're still there. Well, we don't have so much work, but we are grateful that we are still standing. We are still standing. I had an opportunity to do work with the hospital, and it was amazing times. Had opportunity to do work with the Hatton Creek when it was opening. Amazing times, So I've had challenges here and there, but I have never stopped moving. And the laundry is still standing to date. And to date, I have branches, I've got shops, I've got places that I've opened. I've got an operation in Soweto, I've got an operation in Kempton Park, I've got an operation in Sunnyside at School Rest, and I'm grateful.
Wow.
I am so grateful.
This is inspiring, eh?
No, just the small little money I got from my employer that made me buy those secondhand machines. Today, I'm still running from that idea. I have not stopped. And I can see the grace of God. I've got clients that I'm servicing or that I'm rendering our service to, that I'm just amazed on how did I even get these clients. I've got wow, I just see the grace of God. Every move I make, there's just grace covering me. So yeah, keep moving. We keep moving.
Yeah,
it's not been easy,
yeah,
but we keep moving.
It can't be.
Bona, we keep moving. Keep moving.
Wow. This is
Story of
inspiring.
my life.
This is inspiring. I could listen to you the whole day. I when I go disturb it's because I love listening to what you're saying.
Yeah,
It's
well,
inspiring. The fact that you started from nothing, from scratch, from the beginning with no funding, chichadi funding. Itado,
Dinkhumane.
katsela.
Yeah, dinkhumane ka
You've
tsela.
been moving. It doesn't matter how slow you were, but you've been moving.
Mm.
That's what I'm trying to say. And hence I say, as Phalaborwa Podcast Corner, these are the people we enjoy sitting with and learn from them. And
Okay.
someone who's listening to this episode, I guarantee you're gonna change their lives. Maybe someone who's tried doing something that you are doing just to know gore on a low fail but it's still possible to push what you're like.
Yeah.
It's inspiring. That's why you are here.
We keep pushing.
Mm,
We don't stop.
we don't.
Yeah, wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, keep pushing.
Mm,
Whilst you're waiting for this to work, keep yourself busy with something else.
find something to do.
Keep your hands busy.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm,
Don't be idle.
yeah,
Don't
it's
be idle.
dangerous.
Yeah, no, don't be idle.
Don't feel like you'll be lonely.
Eh, that's like don't allow yourself to go there.
Yes,
Mm.
you
And
can
it's
be.
not easy.
Mm,
It's not easy. Definitely not easy, but don't allow yourself to be defeated.
mm,
No, defeat situation. Don't let situation defeat you.
mm.
Yeah, no, ilwa.
Now, moving forward, now well, in Phalaborwa, but I know there are things that have been happening in Joburg
Mm.
that you will share with us. We see Lerato is busy in Phalaborwa doing women stuff. There's an event time and again about things to do with women.
Yeah.
How did you come about that? What was it all about? Tell us about how it started here, or if wherever you started in Joburg. How did it start, and what were you hoping to achieve?
Yeah, like I said, the young girl in me has always been interested in empowering
Mm,
the weak, in being there, supporting, and just encouraging and just making sure that batho ba loreng ba feel batho ba bokoa,
mm,
you strengthen them.
mm,
You are there for them. So I felt this ministry is something that is in my heart. It
mm,
started when we were still in Joburg. We used to do it my sister's Mamo Phalaborwa, that we go to the same church with. We formed a team of people. Touch, let's go. Touch Let's Go would go to Wuseshego, and we will find homes that bana are in need, and we will give them up by the school uniforms. We'd come to Phalaborwa and we'll comedy pikara le di eng re eme police station, re rere lentswe la Modimo, re dire di one-on-one, give away whatever that we have. And so it started like that.
mm,
And when I then had an opportunity to come back home, when I had relocated for that period to come and be and concentrate on the funding that I had received. During that time, I decided, okay, fine. The people the movement that I had in Joburg, but I need to start something here
mm,
because I never stop. I never not have anything to do.
mm,
I always find something to do. Then I found another group of young girls that we also had the same passion. We started doing one of our first conferences was called Ladies Convention. We did that for a few years.
mhm,
Almost every year would host this because we hosted, may her soul rest in peace, the late Mama Premier. She was one of our first speakers,
mm,
and the local artists would come and sing. People from agriculture will come and talk to the women and encourage them to be in agriculture. People in finance will come and make people aware of financial plannings,
mm,
and women of God will come and preach the word. And
mm,
it started like that.
mm,
And it then grew to something else when we started doing shows as well. But we have not started doing the ladies' conferences,
mm,
women's conferences. Even last year we had one. It was just amazing, amazing.
mm.
So that's just us. We always have something to do in our
Do you
hands.
have sponsors for such events?
Hey, talk about sponsors. I was with the letters I've written to the people that you believe no. What's that like I'm I
Mm,
can't tusha. And it's just so unfortunate that not even a cent has ever come out from anyone to sponsor us.
mm.
you know, from the big corporates, the stakeholders that you would think,
Would be
oh
interested.
no, this is exciting. Everyone will hear and say, yeah, no, we want to be part of this. They have not yet been part of us. Ever since the past 10 years, 12 years that I've been doing this, there has not been anyone who sponsored us with much, you know.
But we continue.
Le ngwaga gore sa toba ngwalela. Wa utlwisha? So we never give up.
Maybe I feel mangwalo.
A fitla isha ke nna.
Okay.
A fitla. But by the grace of God,
Yes.
we have managed to fulfill the heart's desires. Then our heart's desires is to gather people, encourage them, empower them, celebrate life, celebrate them, celebrate their failures, celebrate their achievements, and just bring healing, you know. You know, so we've managed. Ka bonyane bo. Wa gopola ebe ke go botsa kere, it didn't have to be a party at school where you bring a cake and you feel you can only celebrate your birthday because you've got a cake. Ebe re re ka marotwana a la skaftin. Radira a celebration. Even to this date, that built a character in me, that built a strength in me to say that when you don't have this, but you want to do this, you do it with what you have. You don't stop and say, because I cannot ing, mang. People have got their own problems.
Of course.
Yes.
But
and then when you are going to now pin it on them or happen like or ba iberekisha for what they want. One day they will look into your direction, but they must find you moving. You don't stop. You don't stop. No, we never stop. Yeah, that's my story. We never stop. You don't stop moving because you feel there's no capacity surrounding you to push you to move. If somebody will push you from the back, you'll find your momentum. You'll find that you actually have the strength to move. Like, do something. Don't just stand and say, the woman by the pool, everybody comes and they are getting their healing and I can't go in. I have no one to assist me. Assist yourself. Do something. Do something. So yeah, story of my life.
Wow. Hey. So year in, year out, every year we know you do a show in Phalaborwa.
Yeah.
You do a gospel show. I need to highlight that it's a gospel show. You do a gospel show. When did you start doing it?
So with the concerts that we're doing, or the show, the gospel show you're talking about, this is going to be our third year. We started 2022, 23, 24. Yeah, 22.
Okay.
Yeah, we started in 2022 to do this shows that we're doing.
Okay.
Like I'm saying, there will be a show in September, but there'll always be something in something before we close the year. And yeah, so with the shows that we've been doing them for 3 years now, and you spend so much money, you get nothing, but you don't stop.
Yeah.
You know, someone was asking me yesterday, so how to the show, Jay? Let's spend up my guy. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
It's over 100,000. It's over 150,000.
It's expensive to do a show.
Yes. But you do those shows because you have a passion for people. If it means one soul is going to be touched, 10 people's life are going to be changed from what I organize with the team that I work with, so be it. If we lose money, let us lose money for as long as somebody's gained strength to move on in their life for the next whatever years. So yeah, so those are the shows we've been doing. Yeah, they've not been having the comebacks, profits as yet, but we believe as we push one day, it'll be on.
Yes.
Yeah,
I believe so too.
It'll be on that they turn out, but at the moment, we do it for the people. Yes.
At least you know why you're doing it.
No, we're doing for
You're
people.
Not lost.
We're doing it for the people. We want to see people getting their help. We want people to find spaces for them to worship God outside the comfort of their homes, their own churches. So we create that environment where people can just come and just worship God, you know. So that's why we do it. You know, come there with your problems, come and worship God, see what He can do for you. You know, come there with your sickness. Let's see how God can heal you.
Okay.
You know,
and when are we having it this year?
So this year we're gonna have it. Yesterday, actually, now that you're asking, yesterday I had a few phone calls that I made to artists. It's unfortunate that most of them I couldn't find them on the date we wanted.
Okay.
But for now, to answer your question, the date it will be the 5th of October.
Okay.
It'll only also depend if there's any changes. It'll depend on the artist because we need to work on their availability. Yes, if anything changes, one possible date is 27 September, which is a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's going to be Dikolo Taba Ntswalela on that day. And then another one, it's a possible Friday as well. Yadi 3 October.
Okay.
4
4
October.
October, yes.
Yes, 4 October.
Mhm.
Those 2 days are Fridays because, like I'm saying, the artists that we want, the ones we reach out to about 5. I would like to say their names, but
Because it's not finally, yeah. That's fine.
we didn't get them. You know, we reached out to them, but we couldn't find them on the dates that is Saturdays. So we're trying to look on the Fridays.
Okay.
Yes, the possible Friday is 27. Another possible Friday, 4.
4.
But if nothing changes, we're gonna stick to the 5.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I think you should invite us. Should invite Phalaborwa Podcast Corner there.
It would be nice for you to sit and be talking to our people.
Mm.
Yes, you come there, you interview the artists that are gonna be there. You interview the people that are going to be coming to attend the show. It'll be great.
It'll be great. We'll talk some more
Yes.
about it and officialize
great,
everything. But
yeah.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting. I've attended your shows. It's very lovely. If someone hasn't been there, you need to go and attend.
Thank God, man. We thank God.
This lady udirelo jamal net. Jama ema redim.
Hey, re leboga Modimo man. A go bonolo mara hey.
Eh.
We keep moving.
We keep moving.
We keep moving.
I am happy because you know there are challenges, but you don't stop.
No.
Whatever it takes.
No, I really thank God for that. It's not something that is obvious. It's just the grace of God.
Yes.
And I'm thankful to God for that.
Okay.
The strength to move even through the adversities, against the winds, against the storms. It's just the grace of God. And I pray that may people that are listening to this find strength to move against the winds. Because you cannot allow yourself to be defeated. You
That's
can't.
true.
You really can't.
No.
You are an overcomer yourself. You've been given so much power, so much strength to move. Even with so much power that you think a problem we wanang in alamatla, we're not alamatla fit ayona. So that is the motivation that I really want and pray that people can just find strength within themselves to push against odds.
Okay.
It's possible.
Thank you so much, Sis Lerato. Yo, I'm encouraged myself. I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
Outside your business time, for lack of a better word, what do you do for fun?
Yo, that girl that used to say,
Yeah.
I'm going to sell.
Yeah.
She still loves the streets.
Okay.
She still loves the streets. Now and then I do gospel shows that I'll attend and see.
Oh, you now attend. Okay.
Yes, now I would attend shows in Joburg. If I'm in Joburg, I'll attend Mogae. If Mogae. Those are the things I love. I love going to church, conferences. This girl that is in the street, don't think she's just in the streets anyway. She knows where she's going. And direction, Jesus direction. It's a Jesus way, all the way. It has never been anything else. Even in all the life, in all the any other thing that I've done, it's always been the Jesus direction. So busy, ke ile conference kae ke ile engeng ga mamang supporta mamang o ba tlhokofaletswe. Like those are the things I do. I am for people, and it really just brings so much joy. Now and then o ina le chanchinyana ke a fofa ke kae go batshela ke moya. Those are the things I love doing, I'll take my family with, my child, my mom. I'll do those things. They make me happy. Yeah.
That's good.
Yes.
They make you happy.
No, they do.
That's important.
Yeah, no. Now ke a ke tšea maatla
Yes. No, that's important. Family is important.
No, definitely.
We must appreciate them.
No, I'm so grateful for the family I have as well. They're just amazing people.
Mm.
Amazing, 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 amazing.
This is good news. I like that.
Mm.
It is very important. We must celebrate them.
Yes.
It's important to spend time with family and appreciate them.
Yes, no.
Rangers are perfect, but they are family.
Like I'm saying, with the little that you have, you don't have to fly out with them. But the smallest you have, you can spend with them.
Yes.
Take them from if Namakgale, you've got a car, drive them to Steers here, get ice cream. You remember there's times I would even take Basobako Kerekeng and say Arnameleng. Well, sometimes they don't overload, but yeah.
Yeah, but the thought is amazing.
The thought, you know. So I've always been that sister even to my brothers in the community in church. And I would say the little you have, you don't have to wait until Nalichel Doraga the ribs. The ribs they are dura sometimes. But ice cream. And let's go.
No, that's important.
Not perishane.
Yeah,
and we'll do that. And it'll be exciting.
It works, eh?
Yeah.
And create beautiful memories.
Memories.
Ah, lovely. Before I close, Cecilia, tell your our audience where they can find you in Namakgale and going up. Because believe you me, I've got people that are in Gauteng that watch Phalaborwa Podcast Corner.
Okay.
That can come and give you business. Namakgale, give us direction where to get your laundry. And as we go up and from Pitori, Sunnyside until.
All right.
Yes.
So in Joburg,
Let's start at home. Charity begins at home. Yes.
Okay. My business, the laundry we have, Imo Score, Khafili Clinic ya Score. There's a building between the shops. Namakgale, yes. In Namakgale, between the shop at Score, Clinic, there's a building there. Taking your laundry, Bona, you come back, you get it satisfied. Yes. So we are there. And
do you collect?
When there's a need, but I'm so grateful that because I'm not full-time here, I'm grateful that at the moment there's not been a big demand for collections.
Okay.
But if need be, I'm sure we can reach to our clients because we want to make our clients happy.
Yes.
Yes, so we can reach to them. Our feet has grown so much that we have people coming from Lulekani, bringing their laundry to Namakgale. You know, we've got people coming from town, bringing their laundry to Namakgale to us. So we are grateful for everybody that takes time to bring us business. We are grateful. Some of you don't even know what this is the owner of the shop. The shop is standing because of all the support we get from the community. We're so grateful for that. And in Joburg, I have a business, a laundry in Protea Land. You can call me when you have my numbers. Kwa entrance mala. There's my numbers for Phalaborwa. And even in Joburg, there is an ad that has my numbers. I'm on Facebook in Lerato Malatji. You can find me there. You can inbox me and I'll give you direction as to where about you can take your laundry because I've got different spaces around Joburg.
Okay.
Yes, I've got a station in Kempton Park. I've got something in Sunnyside. And there, we do a lot of collections as well in Joburg because the yes. So in Joburg, you can call in, you can communicate with me, and then we make arrangements.
It's fine. What we'll do in this episode, we'll put your number on the screen so that people can be able to find you.
All right.
For laundry, for business.
Laundry services.
For laundry services.
Yes. Don't inbox me for
any other thing.
Yeah. Yeah. You can inbox me if you want to come and sing at the show.
Okay,
and
you'll make arrangements.
Yeah, and then we can make arrangements. Inbox
okay.
Yeah, no, definitely gonna give you Jesus. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Cecilia, thank you so much for coming to Phalaborwa Podcast.
Oh man, it's my pleasure.
We
Thank you so much.
appreciate it. We've learned a lot.
Yeah.
It was nice. I enjoyed talking to you. So I've heard so many things that I didn't know about you.
Ne?
But yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you, Phalaborwa.
It's my pleasure.
She's so on social media, Lerato Malatji on
Yes.
Facebook. Are you on
Lerato
Instagram?
Malatji. I'm on Instagram, Lerato Malatji.
Okay.
Yeah, Malatji yaka ke TJI. It's the other, it's not, doesn't have an E. Yes,
TJI.
TJI.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can have the Facebook handle and Instagram handle.
No, we understand.
Yeah, if Lerato Malatji is handle enough, yeah. So that's me. That's me.
We understand.
Search me through those.
Mhm.
Very simple. Twitter I don't have. But yeah.
Thank
Ke
you.
gona le kwa forward kwa.
Yeah.
Yeah, get my contacts raw for direction ya gore laundry e
Ikae.
kae.
Okay.
Laundry.
Laundry.
Yes.
Le show gore e tla ba e
Yes.
kae.
Yes.
Okay. No, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
Good people, thank you so much for watching. We really enjoyed. We are glad that you were able to spare some time and watch us and listen to Cecilia Rato talking about herself and what she does. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, and let us talk. We really love hearing from you. We love those remarks. We love that. Arichabo criticize you. Very constructive criticism.
Criticism.
We don't have a problem with that. We welcome them. Thank you for watching. Let's meet again on our next episode. Voila.